Hello my friends, it is January 1st and I'm just anxious to I just want to start something that I remember it's going to be on January 1st of 2022, and I want to see how much I can do progress for a year. Now instead of there's so many things is going on in my head, so much I want to start, so much I want to stitch, and with my situation about stitching right now, I decided instead of something to start new, I will actually restart something that I already stitched, maybe like 600 stitches. I have to restart. Here it is, my beauty. I will restart this for Catherine. So yeah, I told you that on 28 or the 28 count that I started in one thread, it was so little stitches that it's absolutely it was really hard, and I already kind of did all this just for stitching with 4 colors, because I started to stitch and that's my kind of organizer for now. I started stitch, let me see, on this little corner in here. Okay, make sure it's is a lock, unlock, locked. Okay, this is the corner only that I stitched. So mostly in here, dark symbols, that's all I did. Yeah, so 100, 2, 3, 4, and in here, so it's maybe like a 5, or am I counting wrong? Yeah, no, I think that's what it is. About 500 stitches that I did already, and it is so difficult work to do, very difficult to do. So I decided to restart, and I will start with my original. Okay, this light is bugging me. How to get this out? Maybe just gonna turn it off. Oh, that's my light from the ceiling. Make some faces up there. Anyway, I will start probably on a bottom corner, and that's how I kind of more comfortable for me would be work, and I will be working up from center. I want to start from center, but those silver, what is it, 032 threads, I don't think I bought the proper one, special threads, so I will start in here. I don't think I want to start from this. So this one I bought at Michael's, I believe. Yes, I bought this at Michael's. This is 18 count, and if you look closely, you can see little tiny dots, right? I already kind of started. I make my measurements in here from the center down and the top, and then I measure from here. So this one would be like, I can do this as a top corner, or I can do this as a bottom corner. So because I already work on a top corner and kind of not comfortable for me, because it's kind of wrong way for me to work, I decided I will start from the bottom in here and go up and to the left. So I am officially restarting this for Catherine, and hopefully I can make it by her sweet 16, who knows. Also I want to try this hoop. That's kind of like a rubbery hoop, stretchy, that I tried, and I have to say it was very tricky to put on this canvas, because canvas also kind of a little bit stiff. It was keep slipping. I fight actually to put this one. I don't know, I find it wasn't really comfortable for me to put this on a hook, but I did it now, and I have not much in here actually to to have like waist. Well, if this is, I'm starting, I kind of can measure properly, but what would be 2 inches maybe, so not much leftovers, and this canvas is big as well. So I'm going to start. Also, somebody was keep asking me where I got those magnets. They are very, very strong magnets, but it was given to me long time ago by somebody at the club, metal detector club, and I think they got it from China, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe in AliExpress you can find it, not sure. So wish me luck. I will start this one from the bottom, this gorgeous Zodiac, that it is cat and Zodiac, and this is HAED, Heaven Earth Design. Check them out. There's a beautiful up there Zodiacs for everyone, or any other images you can purchase in digital format as a PDF, or you can order as a book. They will send you in a mail. You can order threads up there. I found my threads from every other, like I just gathered together my threads from different designs that I know I will not stitch. And I don't know, I'm missing probably a few. Oh no, I did a Bud and Michael's, so I have all colors right now to start. So I am going to start right now. Right now it's January 1st, 2022, and if you look in here in the corner, it is 11:41 p.m. I still have a time before 12. Yes, I'm kind of starting late. All right, see you a little bit when I have some kind of progress. January 7, 2022. Here is so far what I have been working on my HAED. Now in here I'm working, so as you can see, this is like not full square in here, so I have to kind of outline a little bit, because from the top of the image I have a full 10 square, in here just like a half, so this dots really doesn't do nothing to me. And I started like 10, 20, 30 and 2 up, so 30 vertical, I mean 30 horizontal and 20 vertical lines. Now in here it's 15 colors already, believe it or not. It is so slow to work on this one. You can see that this is like, there's some singles up there. You see some, like for example in here, this little heart, one in here heart, and one somewhere up there. Well, if I can show you in here on my, okay, hold on, I need to turn it off, this light. This is what I'm working on, all this pink color that I already did it, and now all is left this black looking canvas, which is 939. It's a very, very deep blue color. So I finish all the singles. I started to stitch from less and go up colors, that way I don't miss later single stitches. And believe it or not, I'm doing every stitch as supposed to be. Secure cut, secure cut, secure cut. Oh my god, that was so difficult to start with, and then the more you go, the more stitches kind of connect a little bit with each other. So now I will have to do all this dark color, and I'm thinking when I will do dark color I will probably kind of continue over this blue line, because this blue line, it's my security thing, that if I touch with my fingers I'm not gonna mess up with anything, because it is showing me in here it's locked. So to wipe the colors I need to unlock, and then it's going to be showing which is I have in here. If I push this unlock button, then I can wipe the area that I already stitched. So that's what I'm going to do. I already prepare my thread in here. This is like dark blue color, almost like black. There's a lots in here. So I have a big area to work on. If we can stretch a little bit, you can see how much this corner of this color, a lot. And I'm just like on a very bottom. Yeah, so if we go to, let me zoom out a little bit. If I exit in here, let me try exit. Oh, that's how much I stitched so far. 0.06%. Tiny image where I'm stitching is like right on this tiny corner. That's where I am right now. So can you imagine how much I need to stitch? This canvas I have in here, let me turn light back. Okay, so in my ring for now, and I did a roll in here, put clip, little tiny clip in here. Here is all my needles that I'm working right now, kind of my parking for now here. And as you can tell, some of the threads I park in here. Usually I don't park if I do on unprinted canvas. I just keep going stitching. But because this area, I outline my area by this little kind of rectangle, so I have to kind of stop in here because it's going to be messed up later with my counting on iPad. So what I did in here, that's how I usually do. I do my, see, like a half of the stitch, and then I exit on a top, and I know that this is going to be my closure because they all point in the same direction. So I will have to close this cross to make it my full X, and I will know later what kind of DMC that is when I get to my pattern in here. So I will be working on this one for now. Let me turn off again. I will be working, and I will work to make it a little bit better. I will stitch with this blue, and when I go in here, I will stitch to these points in here as well, and I just going to mark it out maybe later, or because I don't really wanna leave here like straight line. Many people leave a straight line and then you see that cut. It's good to have a little wiggle. So later on when I stitch in here, I'm just going to stretch this top bar. If I can show you right now, hold on, you see this button in here, there is a lock. If I click on it and I click again, this little arrow appear. So if I hold on this one, I can move my whole square. If I click on this one arrow and hold, I can stretch my bar, and then I can mark it out later. So let's just make sure it's all locked. Okay, and I will be working now on this one to complete my square in here, to have a little bit, hopefully close to 1% or something. And then, well, I could probably stitch in here together with you a little bit. Maybe we will stitch on a daytime. Yeah, on a daytime. I will stitch right now because it's nighttime and I don't like to stitch at night on camera. I like the daylight better for the recording video. Alright, give you update a little bit later. Well, my friends, I want to give you a little bit update on my Heaven and Earth design. And here is this. That's what I want to create for Catherine. This is her sign. And yeah, it's Virgo. Actually, my husband also Virgo. And I started on a on the bottom right corner. I did start it from the top on a different kind of count, and then I switched fabric and I restarted this design, and I enjoy it much better now. So my apology up front, I forgot to recharge my pen Apple, so I will be working here a little bit with my fingers, but this is the one. If I can close this, so that I just wanted to show you a picture. She is absolutely gorgeous. You can see it's going to be lots of confetti up there. Where's her hair and all this lights coming out. Her dress, that's what it's going to be, that pearlescent threads that I recently review for you. Hopefully will be good for that dress, those threads. And I started on this little tiny corner right in here. So if we can go to this little and to the grid, hopefully, just always have to check if it's locked so I don't mess up with my design. Let's just stretch it and see where we are. Okay, I will show you this way first. Okay, so this is the pink you see. It's the area that I already stitched. So I went and stitched this block first, and then I thought, okay, if I will stitch straight up, it's kind of not many stitches in here, and because it's little confetti, very often need to change threads, different colors, so I kind of stretched and went like a double locked area that I want to work. And if I close this is kind of like the color that's showing to me to work on right now. Those dark spots that I have to follow, or I can change color by choosing which one symbol I want to have. But yeah, so I think I will go in here, and the area that I well, I'm kind of debating in here because this is like a dark kind of like a flowery area or bushes or something like that, and there's like a beautiful flower starting in here, and all this darkness, it's like go up in here. So maybe after this square I will go continue up to finish this dark colors first, and then move kind of this way to a more colorful area, or even outline all the way on the bottom, kind of make a line for myself. Not sure what I will do here, but how I do it, and I was talking about confetti, have to eliminate confetti. You have to start from less color to more color. And you know what, I don't remember if I already talked about this or not, because this video I'm stitching little by little, and right now it's just midnight, 12:17, turned to already January 14 right now since last time I recorded. So this square that I lock for myself to work on, if I could stretch in here and go to this colors in here, right, and I would click, you see this little, this is maximum color, this is minimum color. If I click on this rocket and then we're gonna close in here, it will give me, look at that, only one symbol I have of that particular here. I have them 4,181, and in this particular square I have only one stitch. So I will be creating this stitch first, and then I go next. Well, when you click on the rocket and you stitch this one, since you mark it down, it will automatically show you in here another lowest amount of stitches. But I did not follow here like this. I just and I will show you right now why, because let me turn the light on. Here in this what I have, I kind of started because I park some threads in here, so I wanted to finish those threads. That's why I started with whatever color I have in here, and I kind of went through. But I will start right now from that one particular color. It's going to be somewhere in here in the corner, I guess, and I will go up. So that's my block, the one that I stitched already with 2 threads. It looks kind of like messy, kind of. When I'm looking straight, it looks beautiful, and I can see already there is some fluff fur in here. I will take it later, but I will be going up a little bit more to my other marking that I did, and then I will continue probably from this corner and go up that way. So I'm just going to stitch right now a little bit more in here and see how much I can stitch tonight, because I just finished stitch. I was working a little bit on European Town actually, and I did some good chunk done from 2 nights, and also I was working on one more Christmas image, and I did a good chunk up there up day too, but I'm not going to show you in this video because obviously I need to work on my heaven and earth design, and then I also watching lady sounds like from Britain or something. Let me show you what she's stitching. Look at that beautiful, this image also by Josephine Wall, and the stitcher is the Stitchy Witch. I like she stitched lots of HAEDs, and you know what, I thought I am subscriber already. I guess I didn't, so I'm going to subscribe so I can remember. Yeah, she do lots of beautiful HAED, and look at those colors. Now she make me think maybe I will go and purchase this girl. Oh my god, she is so beautiful. Her hair up there. So if you know anybody of her, say hello from me. Yes, so this is what I'm watching while I was stitching on European Town. And now I'm gonna stitch this, so I cannot watch her any longer because I need to pay attention in here what I'm doing. So this is 18 count Ada, and I'm stitching in two threads. So I wanted to eliminate these threads first, but that's kind of like I'm messing up with my counting, because it is important to stitch single one first. If you don't want to stitch single one, you can definitely just stitch color close to it, but you know what, that's why you choose Heaven Earth Design, because it has lots of singles, lots of confetti, and you have to deal with it or do not purchase. So I am dealing with it, so I'm stitching every single stitches. So if I stitch this one, I will see if I have this symbol somewhere in here, so I can park my thread for the next one row. And also I'm thinking maybe I will switch this hoop to a square one. Well, for now it's kind of enough room for me, but if I can show you this way, look at that. Ooh, that canvas go forever. It's forever. Look how long. So I've rolled in here, and it's so long, and I don't know what to do with it yet. I definitely have to put in some kind of fabric packet or something to keep it clean. I'm not sure yet. So I'm gonna work right now in here. So this is how it looks right now, and I will show you a little bit more progress when I'm done this square. just want to show you my setup before I start to record video. I can't remember if I show you or not how I work with this canvas, but I did reframe. Excuse me. I did reframe. I showed you last time in my whips, or what was it, whips? Yeah, something cross stitch video I was doing, and I show you where I was working. So since then I did a good progress in here. I added lots of colors, and I went a little bit even over from the line. If I can show you, just a minute, I need my other hand for that. So originally, if I could show you on my tablet in here, so here is the mark that I did, and you can see there's some pinks in here sticking out, pinks from the top up there. So actually I went a little bit over and did more than I was supposed to do. Oh no, it's actually supposed to be here to the top. Let me fix it. Supposed to be all the way to here, there. Yeah, so this is the portion that I was kind of planned to do a little bit, but I went a little bit over wherever I need to finish kind of thread or just spark a little bit more. So I did much more than in here. So now this is only color left, black. Well, not black, it's a 939, and that's what I will work. But there's, look how much in here on this corner. So what I want to do, I want to stretch my frame. So I will put this to the very edge there, and then I will stretch up, I think, because there's lots of black. I will stretch all the way in here. We'll see what I can do. Maybe I can cover all this, yeah, because there's lots in here already done, so I can eliminate as much as I can. I even can stretch a little bit this way my frame to make the black go, sorry, when you tap and hold it, you can stretch a little bit over. So that's kind of like a field, lots of this color. So since in here for sure only one color left, and here I have to still work on it because I was working just on the square, right? So I will be stitching with you right now because I don't have to count anything, everything in here. I have some, this is the parking that I'm using for now when I need, and because the way I roll before, this canvas, like, you know, humongous, so it's very big. I did kind of, when after I framed it, I roll it this way, then I roll this way, and those, remember those clips from dollar store that I show you? So that's the one from dollar store. I put two on the top and put in here. This canvas is really stiff. I wish it was a little bit more softer, but maybe for this kind of stitching, all right. I don't have a very good tension in here because this one keep kind of unrolling. It's still edge, you know, of the canvas. And it's not because of the paper, it's just, I don't know, slippery on the bottom of this frame, or I should put a piece of paper in here. But this is what is going on. Here's the thread that we will work with you. This all will be parked and worked later. I have a whole bunch of pretty colors that go this way because there's going to be flowers starting somewhere up there. So these threads will be in work later. So let me set my camera. I have to figure out what would be better to show you from which angle. So let me practice a little bit. Well, let's try a little bit with this angle in here. So basically, well, I will try to stitch with two hands. So one of my hand is under the canvas and not going to be on your way. And all this area in here, basically all the same colors, will go up and down in here, which in here is also going to be the same color, but I'm just gonna go straight in here because it will be more comfortable for me to do on camera, I guess. So let's try and hope we can create. You can see that my canvas is not exactly drum tight. I might will have to use a light. I don't know. It's dark to see because this is 18 count. I'm working really slow actually on it. I will need, let me try if I can do this light. This light I can see a little bit better. It's dark in our house. I open blinds all the way up, but doesn't really help. So I will create few lines in here and then I will erase just to make sure I keep it up with my Saga. I have a beautiful pattern from Heaven Earth Design for years now, but you know, they give you in PDF files and it's not easy to stitch in PDFs, which you have to follow the pattern, right? And it's much more harder to do that instead of working with the Saga. So I was really lucky to find this design in Saga, and you know, that's what kind of was holding me for so long not to stitch Heaven Earth Design, because of the it would be really difficult, I guess, to work with the pattern. And I know some people using like a pattern keeper. I never tried that. I don't know. When I find out about Saga a few years back, I downloaded and I bought this program because this program is not free. The time that when I purchased, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, or no, it was like $22 or something. You purchase and it's yours. And they update automatically. If they have development something in the designs, they do update automatically in my Saga. So it works well. I can collect up there many designs. So now it's much easier. I will try to see if like if you have a PDF file but you want to try with cross stitch Saga, you can find some designers who can whatever for the cost they can do for you in SXD file for the Saga, because PDF doesn't work with this program. See, lots of shadow still. Not good angle. I should maybe try from the top like I did before. This one I'm gonna close totally. I don't know what to do. And the fluff all the time, I don't know. I keep picking it with them. I need a tweezers. I need a tweezers to pick up that stuff. There. Literally I can see the first flying in the air, It's tough when you have a pets in the house. So to say to you that I know everything about Saga, I wouldn't lie and say that I'm actually learning as I go. And I do cross stitch one more image from Saga, which I have these flowers from WIZARDI website, remember? And I have a beautiful flower bouquet, and I found also that in a Saga pattern, so I can use and stitch both. I find that working with Saga, I start to like more and more cross stitching by counted cross stitch. And why is that? Because it's easier, believe it or not, on my hand, because I have a problems a little bit, you know that, right? So this fabric is not very tough to work on because it's softer fabric. That would be like a printed canvas. And oh my goodness, it's kind of stitched already with the. So yeah, I find that this fabric a little bit easier for me to work with. Okay, let's find it. So let's see, not to go too far and make a mistake, what I will do right away, if I can just a little bit zoom out, no, the other way. Okay, I would go to my pattern in here. We will turn it off light for now, and okay, that's what you see. So I'm gonna unlock my lock in here. I'm just showing you right now. Maybe you never work with Saga yet and you're interested to learn. So I will click in here. It's unlocked now. So I stitched already these 2 lines, so I literally do like this, and then I do like this. These 2 lines we are done. Now, not to forget to lock. So now when it's locked, whatever I do, it's not gonna do nothing. So it's safe now, and that's how I will slowly, little by little, eliminate all my area wherever I'm stitching. Okay, that's too much. Lots of colors in here. So this is my first advance, I would say, advanced cross stitching. Hopefully, the only thing I'm really afraid of, I hope I count right and it's gonna be fit nicely on the top. I think I did count and good, but you know, you never know. So what I'm thinking, maybe I will create like 1 line, like, or maybe like just for example in here, you know, this this first squares, maybe I will go all the way squares to the top after I create all those dark colors. Like in here I want to do the side, maybe like I create that one side all the way to the top. That way I will know for sure that my girl's head will fit properly and not being like too short fabric. I would probably die if in the end I would figure out that it's not fit after so much work done. What would I do? Stitch fabric together to make extension? That would look stupid. So yeah, no, I think I count right, so hopefully. So now I think after this piece, oh, I lost my voice. Hold on, I need to drink coffee. So what I was saying, so now when we stitch together with you, I think I will have enough link of the video to actually create video for you and upload. Now something to start with. Now I give you a little bit also update. I know it has nothing to do with this image, but it's kind of has something to do with Heaven and Earth design. The cat, remember the cat? I learned from my viewer that is also HAED, and I saw somewhere else that cat. So it's not just a one company owned, I guess maybe many, I don't know. But I check, well, I can talk to you about that cat in a separate video. Okay, my son came home from school, so I had to puzzle a bit, and I kind of moved camera a little bit to different angle. Maybe you will see stitches better. See, my tripod is not exactly the best tripod for recording, because I can't really put my camera like right on the top of my stitch and like the proper way from my view. I don't know, it's a little bit difficult, so please forgive me. Maybe working, I'm just a little bit also nervous by working with you on HAED for the first time. So I just need to adjust myself to this big project because it's a lot of colors. And because I have another, see, I have even wave, the one I started in the first place, this design. But maybe if I can find some design that will fit on that piece of fabric, but to do like 2/2 or so, because up there I was doing a 1/1, it was ridiculously small count, because it was what, 28 count, I think. So if I stitch 2/2, I think that's what I mean to say, maybe I can stitch another some kind of HAED on it. Or I have a very beautiful patterns, different designers. I want to do something special, but so many beautiful patterns that I really kind of can't figure out what exactly I want to start, because you have to start something to commit. I know this one I will do for sure because it's for Catherine, and I know that I will not give up on it. I just need to be healthy to do this, so hopefully God will give me strength and health to finish this HAED. I don't know, the way I'm working very slow on it, I'm afraid to think how long it will take me to do this. Hopefully some area a little bit easier to stitch. I hope it's not like even more difficult, but now this big chunk off the camera I can stitch much more faster, because I will kind of put better magnifier light to my face. And yeah, I do stitch with magnifier for sure, because without that I wouldn't be seeing, and my eyes would be go funky, because I think my vision dropped badly for this last 2 years. And as much as I don't want to, I think I need some glasses, at least for crafting. Not for walking around, but for crafting, for stitching. That would be same magnifying glass, but just on my nose. That's so... So I think I will stitch with you as much as I can right now, maybe at least for 20 minutes or so, because I'm not sure at this point how long this video will be. And then I might will get in speed and finish this chunk to fill up all the dark, this color. So the final picture for this first video will be a full stitch this corner with this 939. I stitch now about 0.45. Oh, the phone. Okay, I have to take a phone. Yeah, the journey with the phone still continue. It's still hot line for me to answer. It's a little bit easy now, but it's much better than it was 2 days ago. Oh, by the way, I want to show you in here. You might see those little, you see like in here those little tiny stitches. You see those little points in here? Because that's the way I finish my stitching. That's the way I secure my thread. So maybe you would like to see how I do it, because it's such a big canvas to work on. And let me just finish these 3 stitches in here in the corner, and I will be able to show you what I'm doing, because I'm not flipping my canvas upside down to secure my thread all the time, right? It just sits on my table as it is, and all secure threads I do up front of my canvas. Also, I start in many different ways. Some of the starts, how I start my stitches, I show you in my some tutorials for beginners, how to start, how to finish. But sometimes I do differently, and I do start differently in here a little bit, that I don't remember if I showed you before or not. My goodness, this little fur. So at least I will show you. I know it's not big, I mean it's not ready to finish yet, because I have quite a bit thread left in here, but that's okay. I will show you how I finish, but I will continue to stitch after that. So maybe for some of you this will be interesting lesson. But let me just get to more kind of like a free space in here. And see, I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to stitch with 2 hands, so it's less. No, it's still lots of shadow. Still lots of shadow. I don't know how. No, now you're gonna see my lamp. Yeah, definitely I need or extra lamps or something for this kind of. I need to figure out better way to stitch my HAED, that's for sure. So I will be working on it. I promise. Maybe I will figure out finally how to stitch better. Maybe I need some extra lights. Okay, so what I will show you, where I will go like right somewhere, let's say somewhere in here, okay? That way you will see. Let's see if we can, sorry, no, why we can get close. Sometimes my cross stitch can be much more close to you. I don't know if I can move more or what. Honestly, I don't know. Let me try something. I want you to see better, but it feels like you're not gonna see it. Well, hopefully this is not gonna go off. Need a different angle, but let's try to see. Okay, so I'm gonna create, let's say, my thread finishing, and I need to finish my thread. So what I do in here, I do as my regular cross stitch, right? I will create my stitch in here. Okay, making a full stitch. Okay, so now I kind of show you before how I finish, which I go to this corner where I started, not started, but like first my half stitch. And remember, I show you technique, then I go like under my thread in the middle to poke through to the other side. Okay, and I have a fur again. That's unbearable because my son came from school and he was playing here with dogs a little bit. So now I already kind of secure once, go from the corner to the middle under my threads, and now I will come out, you see this line, okay, in here, or you can go vertical. I'm gonna go horizontal next to my stitch, maybe like over 1 or 2 stitches. Let's just say right in here. You see that I poke in the middle, pull it out my thread. Now literally take like it's like a little mini back stitch with, hold on, let me just get it through because this canvas is a little bit stiff too, so let me find a hole. Oh, it's hard sometimes. So now you see how much I literally 2 threads I think I catch in here, or 1, so it's almost like a mini back stitch. I will do stitch and pull this, almost kind of hiding up there. You can do one more time if you're afraid, but usually I would just go a little bit over, pull out in here my thread and cut on this side. So later when I overstitch, like, you're not gonna see nothing. This little thing will be overstitched with full stitch, and all these little bits you're not gonna see, and like you don't have to flip the frame. So basically you secure right on the front of your canvas, and from here to here, that little thread underneath will overstitch later with the row that will go in here. You can even pull out this thread a little bit further and cut a little bit bigger, even bigger tail, and then overstitch in here and then cut the tail later on. So that's the way I kind of do it. So I will go back in here because we're not gonna do this. So I can pull out this stitch. Can I pull out back now? Well, basically it can just stay in here, doesn't matter. So I will get my stitches back to, just go back to this corner where I'm supposed to do. It's okay. So I will continue now my not back stitch, my stitching, my regular stitching. So that's how I finish. Maybe for some of you this will be handy because everybody finish differently. I know I like to wave under my canvas, but I'm just, because it's so many colors in here, that basically I would just waste my time by flipping a canvas all the time on another side. So it really helps to save you time by doing this way. And maybe in next video I will show you another way how I start my stitching, because I can't remember if I show you exactly same one or I just show you a similar one, not sure. You can check my cross stitch playlist from stitching for beginners tutorials, and I have many stitches up there, so you can find it. And just to give you a little spoiler, I stitched my cat's eye and I really like what I see. So because I started like right in the eye section, so I have lots of threads hanging everywhere, like parked around, because I wanted to stitch just that one little area to test it out. So now I did stitch the eye, and I am finishing now all my threads that parked to get them to the 0, and then I will show you my progress in my separate video just for that particular canvas, and I will show you something else that I found. Yeah, and I will tell you some story about that, because I was debating what to do with the cat, because I had different chances how to stitch, so maybe you will be interested to see them. Definitely I'm creating lots of shadow for you. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But if I turn off, it's still dark. You see how dark? And please ignore my nails right now. You know, I did mistake when I was making my nails. I put one coat of top coat gel, and my good one finished, and I used some cheaper one, and I did only one layer. I kind of had a feeling I should do 2 layers, but I didn't, and it's fading on the edges. As you can see the color, and that's really make me embarrassed to show you right now on a close shot when I'm stitching, but I just don't have it really. I need a few days, probably more, and then I will redo them. So just ignore. Yeah, I need to buy a good top coat for my gel nails. My good one that I bought used to in Ukraine, it's almost done to nothing. And that one was like nice and thick, making a good and shiny layer, and this one was just a cheap one and very liquidy, and I knew I'm gonna mess up with it. I should put at least 2 layers to protect the mica powder, this shiny coat. Alright, I need to mark it up now. How many we done lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So we need to bring my iPad. Okay, 5. So I'm gonna unlock it, and we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one we done, and 5. Okay, so, and now I'm starting in here. So in here you can see that right in here it shows you how many of the same symbols number, how many stitches, so you don't really need to count them if you have to. So that's it. I think for now I will finish this video, and I will come back with one more clip to show you all this area stitched, and that's going to be our kind of like a final first video of something to show. Finally, I can create final chapter of this video, and I actually reached the point where I wanted to be. Yes, I am working on this little tiny corner in here. So I was going to do like hopefully to get to the 1% at least. And I did it last night and I'm so happy now. So January 23 right now, but I finished last night, kind of in the middle of the night, so I think it will show me already my progress on 23rd. If we go in here on the top of statistic, we can see that I made a progress in here. I don't know, can you see it? Oh, this one doesn't stretch. Okay, 1.02% finally. I was like in 0.56 or something yesterday. So basically I created over 50% yesterday. And that was all the background that I needed to be done. So what we have in here, that I'm doing cross stitches in here. Like if you never see before cross stitch Saga, this is program that I highly recommend, but it's only for SXD files. PDF files doesn't read, but there's many tutorials on YouTube how to convert PDF file to XSD files, and then you can stitch with this program, no problem. So in here show me how many stitches will be in total, which is 254,700. I stitched 2,607, and that's the number that is still left, 252,093. So that's actually how many stitches or cross stitches. I'm not sure how it's counted. I think in cross stitches. What else in here? We can go back and let's stretch to the point where we are going to be, which is I'm working on this corner, and you see how dark in here. So that's what kind of like those greens leaves, whatever this is, vines of greens. I want to finish this kind of corner, and if I close in here, that's what I'm kind of, I was working, stretch my frame all the way up there, and that's the old pink that you see right now that I currently stitched. It's a big chunk in here, and basically in here was only, remember, there was like a little tiny square and then a whole bunch of different colors. So I managed to create with those 939 very dark blue color background, and that gave me 1%. And I went a little bit off my frame. I stretched this frame. If I can click in here, maybe my pen not charged very well yet. Come on. Oh, I need to unlock. That's what we can stretch and see that I went all the way actually up, and as much as I could reach I was using those dark and there's lots in here. So now all this that is, you can see in darker color, I will be working on those colors because that's lots of different colors in here. I see that in here, I think in here it's my girl's dress is coming up. Let me lock my frame, lock my symbol so I don't erase. And if I shrink it, oh no, that's not her dress. You can see arm in here, so this is just like a flowers. Well, I guess her dress may be made of flowers. Anyway, so that's where I'm working right now, and I can show you how this look like in my stitching. If I can bring my stitching up front in here, let's see. I will need a light maybe for this portion of the video. Okay, So here is what I have. Okay, we will go to the light. Hold on. We will go to the stitching that way. Okay, that this way will bring kind of brighter. So that's so far what I have. Those mixed colors up there, so many colors in that area. If I can get my pen, almost start to showing you again with my fingers. Like in here, I don't know, maybe it's like 15 or 20 colors just in this little tiny square. So that was a lot of work. You can see some singles even in here. You can see them here and here, this purple one. So yeah, I stitch basically from here all the way, all this dark color in 1 or 2 days. Last night I was working all the way in here. I'm satisfied. I like the colors what I see so far. It's hard to stitch, even, you know, it's a 18 count, but I was thinking if I should start, and I'm a little bit confused because I see some people stitching in 1 thread. I'm stitching 2 threads over 1, of course 18 count, but I want to try somewhere like on the edge, well, somewhere on the edge with the 1 thread and see how they're gonna look like, because sometimes when I go with singles it's kind of like a almost no room, very tight, and I have a few singles in here to cover. So I still have in here, you see those parked threads. This one is a dark one that I was working yesterday, so I will keep this one and this one because I will work this way. I'm thinking that I will be working continue go up, because if we look in here, if we look on my pattern, all these dark colors go here and I won't eliminate them. So I will continue, I will not go to the flowers. I think I will take maybe let's see how many squares I want to take here. 1, 2, 3. Probably will take it 3 squares and go up, but I will not do like straight line. I will do them wherever I have close enough same color. I would go there and finish that way. I'm not gonna have it like a straight cut line because sometimes it could be visible in a cross stitch. So that's what I'm thinking, and that's how I work this way as well. So that's a little tiny square so far, 1%. So I was just like so satisfied that I created this 1%, and then I think back and I thought, OMG, it's only 1%. I have to go 99% more. That's make me scary. So I see in here a whole bunch of, like, you know, I have a whole bunch of threads that look, this is colorful to go for the flowers up there now. What I'm thinking, I will finish all this parked threads from this side. I will find a way where to finish, how far I can go to create more kind of reach, and then I will finish them. So I don't have a hanging threads on this side, and I will use the same threads. If I have them, I will go up with them. So I will eliminate this. This is going to be my next project, kinda. I will work this way, but first I will finish this threads where I can have those colors. Some of them could be just like, you know, 5 stitches, could be 20 stitches, whatever color that would be. But this is so far what I have. And I can show you how this looks like on the back, even with the all those whole bunch of colors that I have with the singles. I still think that my back look not bad, not bad. You can see I don't have like, I don't have a super like fluffy area. I still think it's look pretty much decent. Yeah. So that's all I was stitching yesterday in here. Well, I love it. I love it. I'm really addicted to this one. I love to see what I have, and it's exactly what I see on the picture, all this colorful leaves in here. So now I just need to continue. If I stitch 1% every time, but this is not going to be happen. Oh, and you know what else I wanted to show you? I wanted to show you something else. Okay, so we don't have a blank background. I have to bring something maybe so the light doesn't flash. Remember the silver thread that I have? Oh, that one, just a minute. It's right in here. Oh, okay. I tested out the threads that I recently reviewed because I wanted to do my girl's dress, because all her dress in here, pretty much it's like a metallic pearlescent color 032. But remember, I tested out with you, not tested out, I reviewed this big spool. If some of you knew it, you did not see it, I can pull out from this squeaky thread and show you how this look like. Let's see with the light. This is very beautiful threads. So I did test it out little piece. I kind of break little piece in here. I put in a paper towel and I literally rub with the paper like this, hard soak with water, and you know what, nothing happened to this thread. It's still shiny. I was afraid that this glitter will go away, but no, look at this, it's still perfectly fine. The same sparkle as it was before. So I will definitely be stitching her dress with this color. I just don't know if I will stitch in 2 threads or maybe even in 3 or 4. No, 4 maybe will be too much if I create, no, too much. Maybe in 3, because if I create X, still gonna be shiny, but maybe too thin. I might will have to use 3. Yeah, so the thread is awesome, and I have one more color to review for you on the way, and there is like 5 or 6 colors up there, and this is pretty big spool. If we can look in here, that's a lot of threads in here. So this is definitely something, if you stitch a lot with something fancy, you stitch in angel wings, you can use this. Totally looks like safe thread to stitch, because I purposely did some test on it, and I like that color stays shiny, it doesn't fade, so that's a big plus. All right, my friends, this is it. This is what I wanted to show you for my today's video. Definitely she is gorgeous, so go ahead. If you like to order this one, go to Heaven and Earth Design. You can find up there 2 versions, I believe, smaller and a little bit larger canvas, and they can send you in PDF file, or you can order hard book, so that you can flip pages and work by the pattern on a book. Yeah, so whatever is more comfortable for you. And if you are good in a pattern maker, you can transform this PDF to XSD file. I think that's in the pattern maker, you can do that. But as I say, lots of tutorials on YouTube platform. You can find how to do it. So I have tons to do in here. I have tons to do, because we right now just created teeny beeny mini colors, and I really wish I can get to her face, but to go to her face, I don't really want to count or make a mistake to get off the grid not properly. Look, that she is stunning. Her face is stunning. Yeah, She is absolutely gorgeous. So cannot wait. Oh, here go all her crown fit. Yeah, she is beautiful. All right, my friends, thank you so much for this first of my HAED video. I hope you had fun watching. Let me know if I need to change something, how I record video. I try a little bit different this time, to create kind of like in section, just to show you progress with not much stitching, because it's a difficult stitching. You have to really pay attention not to make mistake. But let me, you know, tell me, give me some advice. Maybe I will totally appreciate if you can tell me. Some of you stitching HAEDs like nothing, tons and tons of them, many of them. I don't know how long it will take to finish only one, but some of you have 10 HAEDs. Wow, God bless you. Stay healthy and stitch. All right, thank you so much for today. I will see you tomorrow with my another video, whatever that would be, cross stitch or unboxing or diamond painting. Depends when video this go. It could be Wednesday already, Wednesday European town. We'll see. Thank you so much for today, and I love you.